Good afternoon everyone. My name is Mayur More and I am working as an assistant professor in SJM College, Karad. So, I've done my Masters in Computer Science and MC as well, and I did my postgraduate diploma in Machine Learning and AI. So, I'll be teaching Python for this curriculum for MSc and BSc students. So, starting with the Python, we'll be learning about history of a Python. We'll be learning about installing and running Python. We'll be learning about what are the names assigned to it. We'll be learning about more about the basic stuff using Python, like variables, keywords, and stuff like that. Then we'll be learning about sequence type. So as you know, every programming language has arrays, to store data values as well. So similarly in Python, we'll be learning similarly to arrays, that is less tuples and strings. And also we'll be learning about the mutability of that, whether less is mutable or tuples are mutable or immutable and so on. So first, starting with Python, we'll be learning, we'll be looking in more deep into Python. We'll be seeing what exactly the Python is, what is this invention of Python, who invented Python and so on. So as you see from the screen, Python has been invented in Netherlands, which is in early 90s, right? And it has been invented by Guido van Rossum. He's a person behind creating a Python. Okay, as you can see the picture over here, this is the person who is responsible for developing Python and making more accessible to the entire generation. Because as we're starting with Python is more flexible as compared to other programming languages in this era, because as you compare Python with Java or Python with anything, Python is the most powerful and more efficient and more lovable languages among developers, right? So we'll be learning why Python is so important, why Python is more lovable among developers, why it is easy to learn Python. So we'll be learning differences based on that, right? So this is the person, as you can see, that his name is Guido van Rossum. He is responsible for creating or inventing a Python. So we'll be learning on to the next slide. Okay. So now this is a doc. So what is this? Python has its own website. As we can see that Python is a free and open source language, right? So it has its own docs. It has its own website. From where you can download Python. As you can see in this over here, generally Python is running in two versions, that is 2.x and 3.x. So the latest version of Python right now is 3.9.1. So we'll be learning, we'll be doing practicals, examples based on Python version, that is 3.9.1. So as you see in this doc, the first topic over here is about a tutorial. As Python is free and open source, anyone can visit the website and they can learn more about Python. They can learn everything from beginning to expertise level of Python, right? So this doc contains everything from library functions, how to use the Python, what are the modules, what are the packages used in Python, and even everything from API model, from database connectivity, and everything about Python, right? So here it works as a help section, where you can find each and every minute details and information about Python programming languages. So the next slide is about the Python tutorial, right? So here they have given a different, it's a basic understanding of what is Python. So as you can see that Python is an easy to learn language, it is powerful programming languages, it has an efficient high level data structures and so on. So Python, as I can see, Python is more, more extensively used among developers right now because of its structure of code, For example, if I want to write an hello world in C programming language, right? So generally for writing a simple hello world program in C language, I need to write everything. I need to declare, the header files as well. I have to open a void main function. Then I have to use input-output structures and so on. So it will be more lengthy, right? We'll be using more 6 and 7 lines of code just to display hello world. But when you take an example in Python, just print an hello world. In one line, you can print that program. So Python saves your lines of code. So when you save the lines of code, it is more efficient for that level of source code to run more efficient within a lesser time to execute, And Python has a very less syntax as compared to any other programming language as you compare with Java and so on. Python is also called as a cross-platform learning language. So what does that mean? What is cross-platform programming languages? So cross-platform means Python can be run on any versions of operating system. You can run Python on Windows operating system, you can run Python on Linux, you can run Python on Ubuntu and so on.